Today we're going to start on a close reading activity with an excerpt from Chapter 1 of Mark Twain's Tom Sawyer, the chapter titled Eloquence and the Master's Gilded Dome. And one of the big requirements is that students be able to read carefully and thoroughly and to extract information from the text, even when the text is difficult and complex. Let's start by reading the excerpt. Please read the text silently first. Look up at me when you are finished. Okay, follow along carefully in the text as the excerpt is read to you.
Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain, Chapter 21, Eloquence and the Master's Gilded Dome. Vacation was approaching. The schoolmaster, always severe, grew severer and more exacting than ever, for he wanted the school to make a good showing on examination day. His rod and his ferule were seldom idle now, at least among the smaller pupils. For although he carried under his wig a perfectly bald and shiny head, he had only reached middle age, and there was no sign of feebleness in his muscle. As the great day approached, all the tyranny that was in him came to the surface. He seemed to take a vindictive pleasure in punishing the least shortcomings. The consequence was that the smaller boys spent their days in terror and suffering, and their nights in plotting revenge.
Now, let's talk about the reading passage. Each of the discussion questions in this unit is text dependent. That means that when you answer the question, you will need to be able to support your answer with evidence from the passage. What is examination day? What does Mr. Dobbins mean when he asks the school to make a good showing on examination day? What does Twain mean when he describes Mr. Dobbins as severe and exacting? Lauren?
It's like an open house where the students perform and show off what they've learned throughout the semester.
Okay.
Pretty much that night they go on stage and perform what they've learned from that semester, like she said, and their teacher is really, really strict, so he makes sure that everything is perfect. And they go on stage and perform in front of their parents and principal.
Okay, if everyone will look at Twain's word choice in the following two sentences, please. They threw away no opportunity to do the master a mischief, but he kept ahead all the time. Does the word opportunity have a positive or negative connotation? And why would Twain choose a word with this connotation for the sentence?
It's positive, and he chose it. Positive is, or opportunity is a positive word, and they put it with a negative situation. It's kind of like saying, I haven't had the opportunity to get yelled at by my teacher, but hey, it's only 3:30.
The meaning of the word boarded. Shay, I'm going to ask you to look at fuddled, and Ellie, you look at mellow. By studying the context, the words and sentences that surround these words. So Emily, can you explain how the reader can figure out the word boarded?
The word boarded in context clues, it kind of makes you think about something like lived with.
Like what?
Lived with.
Okay. And what about fuddled, Shay?
Well, it talks about the master being fuddled, and he's always kind of drunk, and so that's what fuddled means. It's just he's not in the right condition.
The final activity is you are going to write a one-paragraph summary incorporating your alphabet matched words or phrases into your summary. The goal is for the summary to guide you. You do not have to overuse your alphabet words, but you want to use enough of them to move the summary forward.